Alright, so in this video we're going to do some Super Falcons news. We're going to talk about the team in general and also talk about some players. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, really important. Thank you very much. And we start with the team itself. The Super Falcons should be taking on the Canadian women's national team in a few days. Actually, 2 matches scheduled to be played, the 8th and the 11th of this month. Just a few days coming up. As we may or may not know, the Canadian women's national team won the Olympic Games. They defeated Sweden in a penalty shootout, so this definitely is a step up in competition for the Super Falcons. But honestly, the way the NFF has handled this situation, I just don't understand. No list has been released, no word about the game whatsoever, and this is a pretty big game when you talk about publicity, when you talk about people being seen. I mean, this is a celebration tour for the Canadians. They're trying to celebrate winning the Olympic Games with us. So, I mean, they're really looking for a kind of a weak competition. And this is our girls' chance to really show that, hey, we're not weak. You shouldn't have picked us for this type of situation. Hopefully we get to see something from the coach. But like I said, no word from the NFF. We don't even know if the game is going on our part. We just know that on the Canadians' part, they're talking about the game. They're hyping up the game, and we're doing nothing. I understand we missed out on the World Cup, but this is women's football, a whole different game. We should not take what happened to the Super Eagles and bring a hangover into this situation. We should all be professional, and I don't understand why the NFF is not being professional in this situation. I'm pretty sure once I release this video in a day or 2 after that, the list is gonna come out, but that's not right. The list should have been out like 2 weeks ago. But I don't understand what's really going on. And we move on from there. We go to Ashleigh Plumptre, who returned from injury during this weekend playing against Arsenal in the WSL. She was injured in a crushing loss to Chelsea. Chelsea is a big team in their league, and she was substituted in the 31st minute after crashing into the upright. She was the stand-in captain for that game, but like I said, 9-0, just a horrible result. And Leicester City are in a really impossible relegation battle right now, second to last in the league, and it's almost nothing that can be done. I mean, if they do get relegated, I'm pretty sure Ashleigh Plumptre is gonna find a team. She was nominated for Player of the Month at one point in this season, so she's definitely gonna bounce back. But hopefully she does if the situation doesn't get better. And we move on as Cesar Oschwaller, closer to a return from injury. She has posted pictures about her rehabilitation, and she has really doubled as a club mascot. Whenever they've won big games, whenever they've lifted trophies, she's been among her teammates, and it's really been cool seeing her happy. I personally was heartbroken for her when the news came out that she was going to be missing the matches against Ivory Coast, but happily she's coming back sooner than later, and hopefully we get to see her on the pitch, at least in the Champions League. I'm pretty sure she's not going to make it for these 2 matches, but hopefully we get to see her on the pitch soon. Moving on, Oparanozie joins Chinese club Wuhan Jiahan from Dijon in the French top flight. She has scored 5 goals and created 2 assists in the 9 matches she had played for Dijon, but now she moves to the Chinese Super League, where players like Cesar Oschwaller, B, and Francisco Adega have already played at, and I believe that she's going to be a success just like those players. It's a good move for her, good competition level, and they pay good, so that's definitely a good move for Oparanozie. And staying in the French top flight this time, Nnadozie kept a clean sheet against PSG during the weekend. Match ended 0-0 between her club Paris FC and PSG, a team that came into the match scoring 10 goals in 4 matches, and also a team that came into the match with the high of making the semifinals of the Women's Champions League. That being said, Chiamaka grabbed her 8th clean sheet of the season. PSG is number 2 on the log, and Paris FC is 6 points behind them with 4 matches to go in the season. So let's see what ends up happening. Still in the French top flight this weekend, Esther Okoronkwo scored a goal for Saint Etienne against ECFF. Match ended 4-1 in favor of ECFF. but Esther's goal was the consolation for her team. Her team is currently in a relegation fight. They have a game in hand and they're pretty close to the pack, but it's still a dire situation. They're number 12 out of 12, so they definitely have a lot of work to do to get out of that. And moving on to the US, this time in the NWSL Challenge Cup, which is basically the prelude to the NWSL season. Ifeoma Onumonu scored for Club Gotham FC against North Carolina Courage. It was her first goal in the NWSL Challenge Cup. A header from a set piece. She rose up highest and headed the ball into the back of the net. A fine goal for her. Hopefully she continues from where she left off last season, scoring 8 goals and creating 4 assists in 25 matches. Last but not least, we talk about Nigeria's under-17 women's team. They will be playing Egypt in the next round of qualification for the upcoming World Cup in India. As we know, they defeated DR Congo in the last round, and now they will be playing Egypt. Not too sure what days the matches will be taking place, but whenever I get that information, I will be giving it to you guys. And that's it for the updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.